Yo, stay tuned. In this video, I got a special performance by me, Job, as well as Sean. We're actually going to be performing these poems as well, so y'all stay tuned to the end of the video. Tap in. What it do, what it don't, it's your boy Joe, back at it again with another episode of Working Title, and today I got a very special guest, Sean in the building. Should I clap that up with Sean?
Well, that's for me? Thank you so much.
Yeah, bro. Drop the sign.
I don't think that was me. I think that was you.
That was me?
Yeah, you were the one clapping.
Oh, man.
I didn't clap. It was for me. Why would I clap for myself?
No, I'm gonna put my phone right.
Then again, you should clap for you. I'm gonna clap for myself. Clap for yourself, man. Clap for yourself.
Everyone out there, clap for yourself too. And today, we got something very special. We're doing poems and conversation with Sean.
I enjoy poems and conversing, so I'm excited.
Things. So, I asked the folks in the We Do It For Us family on some topics to write these poems on, and I'm gonna give Sean these topics. So the first topic is spring break,
Okay.
then money, police injustice, then therapy, and then the last one is spreaded ass, open hole.
It's quite the mixed bag.
So which one are you gonna choose?
I'm not gonna go with spreaded ass. It was tempting. I feel like the boring answer is therapy. Like, I feel like of that list, like therapy sticks out like a sore thumb.
I think I can rock the therapy though. Like, I'm gonna do some real crazy with therapy. So I'm gonna choose therapy.
Are we both supposed to pick different ones, or should we both?
If you want to choose therapy as well, you can choose therapy.
Because it would be kind of crazy if I said I wanted to choose therapy and then you chose it and said I couldn't choose it.
Damn. Did you want therapy?
Kind of. That's what I said.
Alright, then I'll get money and you get therapy.
I love that for you.
Wait, hold on. Yo, it's alright, man. So I'm gonna start writing, title my joint off, Money Mitch, you know what I'm saying? And as we are, writing our poems, I got a couple questions for you, just like everything we do on We Do It For Us. Working title. First, I would like to say, if you'd like to see this, you'd like to see more of this, like, comment, subscribe. Also, turn on those post notifications, and most definitely watch the whole video. You're gonna love the whole thing. I got some very special at the end for y'all boys, and let's get back into it. So I know you have the podcast, Plug Talk, one of the best in Broward. Besides We Do It For Us, but it's one of the best in Broward, and I just want to know a little bit of history about that. How y'all started up with Plug Talk?
So the homie Oz and I, back in about 2013, I worked at Finish Line with Oz. So we would do shifts together or whatever, and it was a smaller store, so it would be the two of us a lot of times. We'd be closing the store or whatever and just having conversations. And he would always say he wanted to start a podcast. And I never I just tweeted and spoke. I was just, that was my thing. And he was like, yeah, I really want to do this, blah, blah, blah. And it was like, okay, cool. And then one day he was like, yo, we really gonna do it? And I was like, bet. What do I have to do? He was like, show up, talk, buy a microphone. I was like, say less. Got a microphone, started showing up, started talking. And it became really cool, just to have an outlet and a place to speak on things, you feel me? And once we realized that people were listening, that was really dope. And then, we took some time off a little bit and came back with a little bit of a vengeance. I started watching podcasts. I started watching the Joe Budden podcast. I feel like that made us a lot better. Just in terms of how we operated. We started bringing on certain guests. A lot of people within Broward really started coming through, and I really appreciate every single one of those people. People would come through and they would join us and chop it up with us, and also invite their audience into our show. And I feel like that helped us to grow, and I feel like it helped me to grow as a person. And now for the different things I do in life, whether it's hosting events, whether it's talking about the Knicks, whatever, all these things, different things that I do, I feel like I got better at them through podcasting on a weekly basis. It gave me a platform for to speak and and express myself. So I always appreciate it, and always appreciate everybody who listens and everybody who came through. It's lovely.
Honestly, that's great to hear, because I didn't know that really was Oz who kind of made y'all short. And y'all started with, I see y'all set up, and it's really in the crib, real cozy, and when y'all have the guests, they come in, it's real relaxed kind of vibe. There's no, and sometimes the topics that I talk about are very current, very modern. There's a very big spin on it, because I've listened to a couple episodes, I'm not really a big podcast guy, but I still listen to it because I just want to support and listen to what y'all boys got to say. And that's actually how I found out about the I'm Possible brand. As you can see, me and Sean wearing. Saying shout out to I'm Possible. Sean is also what, the CEO of that?
The CEO, the president, whatever you want to call it. You feel me? Founder. You know, I went with president at first, but at the time I think Trump was in office and it just took away from the word a little bit. So I was like, eh. And so, you know, CEO. But honestly, I don't really like to think of myself. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm Possible only goes as far as I take it, as far as the brand goes. But I feel like the main theme and everything, but the message behind I'm Possible is as inclusive as possible. Like, I'm Possible, like, you have it on, you're possible. Like, I feel like I want everybody to feel empowered. So I never really want to be like, yo, this is my shit. Like, even though, yeah, it's my brand, like I sell it, like I came up with it. Like, I don't want it to be like it's my shit. I want it to be as inclusive as possible. I want everybody to feel like a part of it. Like, I feel like anybody that puts a heart on my sleeve hoodie on, I want them to feel like they're possible and like the brand is theirs too. So.
That's actually one of the best things I ever heard, because really you're saying you want the brand to be faceless, so anyone can pick up and feel like they are possible to do anything they want to do. And honestly, that is inspiring to hear, because a lot of people, they don't want to know about they make these brands and they make it very exclusive. They try to go for exclusive. But I'm Possible is very inclusive. It really saying, doesn't matter what you look like, who you are possible of doing anything you put your mind to. The same way you are possible, Sean, to having, Nick show, the Nick Talk show. I mean, like, I need to know more about that. Like, how did that experience of doing all that stuff? I know you went to the games, and I know, you were actually, what's the word, press, on the court too. So how did that feel, that experience, how far that took you?
I mean, that's been an absolute journey, man. I feel like that's been life-changing. You feel me? I've been a Knicks fan my whole life. I was born in New York. I moved to Florida when I was about 7. If there's one thing most people know me for, it's loving the Knicks. My friends used to mute me for talking about the Knicks too much on Twitter. And now there's people who like come to my page to see what I'm saying. I think that's real dope. And it really came about, and it ties right back to I'm Possible. You know, you just gotta shoot for anything you want in life. Like, you gotta shoot your shot. You're never gonna score if you don't shoot your shot. So it's like, I followed the guy who ran the page. I used to listen to the podcast. I used to like watch their tweets for the Knicks Wall brand I work with. I used to, follow their tweets, all that stuff. And then one time I followed the guy, and then after about a week, I was like, he's kind of cool. So I DM'd him. I became like, they added me to the team or whatever. And then from there, it was just like, I had the green light to create my lane. I started a show. The first time I did it, I went up to New York for RJ Barrett's first home game. That's my favorite player. But I went up to New York for his game, and at that time I had just started. Nobody knew who I was, nothing like that. But I had a great time up there. It was really inspiring. And I was just like, the next time I come here, somebody's gonna know who I am. So like, the fact now that I go back to New York and there's people outside who like know my intro, like, and do my intro with me, I'm like, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and they're finishing my sentence. I think that's incredible. And I'm walking through the garden, or I went to a game at the Brooklyn Arena, and people were like, yo, it's I.A. Sean. I think that's nuts. I had to correct them, be like, yo, I'm Sean. But, I think that's incredible. Like now, Ben Stiller casually tweets me and like watches my show.
B Still said, thanks for the severance. Oh, it's Ben Stiller! Shout out to you.
And, it's just things that I would have never really dreamed of. You feel me? Things that I would have never... It took me even further than I thought about possibly going, and I really started like a little over 2 years ago. So it's like, if I've come this far in 2 years, I'm excited to think about where I could be 2 years from now, some of the opportunities. I got to interview a Hall of Famer. Like, I got to do a lot of things that, have been really cool so far, and the sky's the limit. So, I mean, I'm just really excited to see how much further it goes, honestly. But it's a dream come true, and to see people, like, I think one of the coolest things about it is the people around me. Like, I know people aren't Knicks fans, and some people aren't even basketball fans, but like, people are just genuinely happy for me. Like, they don't even really understand what's going on. They don't really understand what I'm talking about, but they just see what's happening, and they see me. I got to go in the locker room and interview players and things like that. I got to make a personal relationship with a couple players. I don't know. Like, I'm blessed. I'm extremely blessed, and it's just
You're a real humble guy, man. I'm gonna keep it at a start with you. And I know we're getting really into it, but at the same time, I'm looking at your paper. I ain't trying to size you or nothing. You gotta start writing.
You gotta start writing. It's tough to like say words and write words and do like. I don't want to be rude and not look at you when I'm speaking to you. You feel me? I feel like that's very rude. But I'm gonna write something.
And it's understand, because we gotta write these poems a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna say a bar from my poem here. It's Money Mitch, Money Mitch, Money Mitch, stupid bitch, stupid bitch, stupid bitch.
Money Mitch, Money Mitch, Money Mitch, stupid bitch, stupid bitch, stupid bitch. I gotta follow that up. That's powerful.
That's powerful.
That's powerful. That's all right. So I got This is therapeutic. I got a gift. I pray I never lose it. And then I put write it down because you said the right. And I was like, oh shit, I gotta put words down.
I say, but I would give you a little piece of time, and we're gonna write this down. I'm saying, let me think about how am I gonna follow up with such a powerful bar right there, and let me think to you. Money Mitch. Stupid bitch.
That's profound, honestly. That's like Nobel Peace Prize worthy. Cause there's some stupid bitches out there. I'm not gonna lie.
You know what I'm saying?
And that stupid bitch, I want to be clear. As I said, first of all, I apologize for saying bitch, but it's too late now. But a stupid bitch is not exclusive to any gender. It's some stupid bitches.
You know what I'm saying? I was saying the word
grown men.
Word bitch and nigga have no gender roles. I want everyone in the world to know that. Like, a nigga can be a bitch. A bitch can be a nigga. There's no gender roles to these words anymore. I'm saying, like, I have a homie. Shout out to the homie. He most def said to me, he said, nigga is a noun. You can use it in any way you feel pleased, So those out there who are trying to silence me, you would never silence what's in my heart. Know what I mean? Because I'm really writing these bars. I'm really going hard.
Ooh.
And it's just flow.
You're going crazy.
It's just flowing. You know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to make sure, in the time I give my dog, make sure you follow the We Do It For Us network on YouTube and like, comment, and subscribe.
Please do. Follow, subscribe, like you. How you watch it, and I know you laughed at least once, and you don't click like, that make you a hater. For real, cause you clearly like it, and you still didn't click like. You just went out of your way not to like it. I think that's some hateful shit. You feel me? And you won't want to hate. Like, you see the heart on my sleeve. This is about love, man. Spread it. Pause.
Yo, man, it's an amazing experience. We have so much more. I have actually one last question.
Okay.
R.J. Barrett or J.A. Morant? Am I saying that wrong anymore?
J.A. Morant is so funny. His name's John Morant.
Oh, John Morant.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry for butchering his name.
It's okay. You don't have to apologize to me.
Oh, sorry out there, John Morant. Sorry. How do you say it again?
Ja
Morant.
You know Kevin Durant?
Who?
Kevin Durant?
Never met that guy.
You don't know who Kevin Durant is?
No.
All right, let's just move on.
I don't watch basketball. Is that the brother who did Space Jams too?
That would be LeBron James.
They all look the same to me.
That's the most racist thing I've ever heard.
What did I say? What did I say?
Hey, yo, what rock y'all found?
Also, shout out Melon Edge and shout out. Who do I need to shout out? Sean. Shout out Sean.
Shout out Impossible, you feel me? Cop a hoodie, impossibleop.com. The OP stands for Optimal Perspective. I don't often answer that, but Impossible was taken for everything, you feel me? So I had to just add something. I was like, OP, sure. So impossibleop.com, impossibleop on Twitter and Instagram. I'm going to start doing a better job of running the accounts. I've been saying that for months, but this year I'm all about doing. So yeah, cop a hoodie. They're available in pink right now. It's more colors coming soon. If you have a specific color request, you feel me?
I like the way that pink splash off the brown skin for real, slime.
You see, it's clean on my guy, and it's hard on my sleeve. You feel me? This is the mental health logo is a semicolon. It's like to show that your story is never finished. So I just do the heart on top of that for the logo. You feel me? I wear my heart on my sleeve, and your story really is never finished, man. I've been down bad. I feel a lot of it is tied to mental health. I was diagnosed with this is a long ass story. I'm sorry. Never mind. But I was diagnosed with bipolar disorder, and I had a manic episode. I was in the hospital and all that kind of stuff, and I really felt like, oh my goodness, my life is completely different. I'll never be the same. Blah blah blah. Now look at me. So you feel me? You're never down, you're never out. Just keep pushing for real. I'm possible. You can be possible. Whatever it is, go for that shit. You only live once, so it's anything you don't go for. At the end of the day, anything you didn't get, you didn't want enough.
Peace.
This is therapeutic. I got a gift. I pray I never lose it. Write it down, quiet sounds, think I'm starting to like it now. Take your time, graceful mind, look to God and pray for prime. The flow is Amazonian, I'm cleaning in custodians. I paint like the Smithsonian, they play like Nickelodeon. But this ain't no slime shit, This ain't even something that I'm taking my time with. It's straight from my mind, quick. They're late on assignments. I hope you can appreciate the way I designed this.
All right, quiet on the set.